So, Noggin is really doing this. Turns out that the Noggin app is looking to make learning more personal and help kids build real life skills with its new game world, Nogginville, which launches in early December. In Nogginville, kids can explore different locales from the Nick universe, play minigames, and meet their favorite characters. It's launching with 15 different learning games, shopping for groceries, and doing basic math to calculate the total, for example, Nick Jr. characters and avatars, random locations, and videos, some of which will be interactive. And the plan is to eventually expand the offering with additional branded locations and characters, including more Nick IPs and also potentially third-party brands. Okay, this is quite a surprise to say about that, says Noggin EVP Kristen Kane. So this is the look of Nogginville. And I guess it's trying to be like its own interactive world thing. I wonder how it'll turn out given how these types of games, they can last pretty well, but some of them kinda don't. This seems to be a step up from the Noggin app for some instances. As you can see, some Nick Jr. characters can be seen there, including those from a third party, like Paw Patrol, for instance, which is a co-production, and I see that Blue's Clues is also there, which, well, it's Blue's Clues, it's an iconic Nick Jr. name. And there's Blazing the Monster Machines. There's Bubble Guppies, which is another well-known Nick Jr. series. And I guess the digital look of Nogginville does look quite promising when it launches. According to Kane, it says that the key goal behind Nogginville is to provide a more personalized learning experience that kids can controlling themselves. Noggin has to complete with numerous kids' edutainment SVODs also in the market. Plus, it has to stand out from our streaming services that carry Nick and Nick Jr. content like Paramount Plus and Pluto. Might as well also have Netflix too. As the platform scales, focusing on interactive content and offering a personalized walled garden experience have been identified as important differentiators. So they really want to stand out from other services when it comes to Nick Jr. and Nickelodeon content. Though this is on Noggin, this is non-Nickelodeon. I've heard that Nickelodeon did this before, but it didn't feature all of the Nick shows there, like the Nicktoons. But this seems to be quite an experience on what they decide to do with Nogginville. According to the promo, it says that it will have some math, of course, and building skills, probably with other Nick Jr. characters to help out in these situations. Like other things, they might as well start off small. Even though they likely have more than these 4 places: a pool, a treehouse, a market, and a theater. I see that a train is also shown there. There might be like a dance studio or school, especially that, well, Noggin is edutainment, so that would say something to make sense to have a school added there. Also, there seems to be a wide selection of avatars, probably in a create-your-own avatar way when it comes out. I guess it might be kind of like those Miis from the Wii U time, the Wii era, when they had those little Mii avatars, and you get to chat with other people, I think. I think Nogginville might go in that direction if that happens. Nogginville's game world proposition is also similar to hot platforms like Roblox and Minecraft. Okay then, would it make sense if it was something like Pop Tropica? Well, but then again, it does kind of make sense given how Minecraft and Roblox are open world games. Anyway, it says, where kids can explore and guide their own play, but it's built with an audience of 2 to 7-year-olds in mind, which is why it's a single-player experience that only exists within the app. Noggin currently has more than 1,000 educational games, videos, and books in its library, and it also streams Nickelodeon series such as Dora the Explorer and Blue's Clues, Noggin originals like Noggin Knows, and Kinderwood. Any of you remember Kinderwood? And third-party acquisitions, including JoJo and Gran Gran, and even Little Bear. I guess they saw the rights of having Little Bear with Nelvana. Probably because of how special the show was when it aired on the Nick Jr. block back then and Noggin. Also, it would be pretty funny if they actually had Robot and Monster to be included. Given that Robot and Monster, the final episode of Robot and Monster, the final 2 episodes, they were on the Noggin app. They never aired on Nickelodeon or Nicktoons. They were on the Noggin app. And this is a show that is rated TVY7. Oh yeah, and it aired on the Nick Jr. Pluto TV channel. It would be crazy if they actually did that. Who knows, they might as well do Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and SpongeBob given how they were shown on some Nick Jr. promotions as well. Anyway, it says there, Noggin has had success in the past with dollhouse games, which kids role-play real-world skills, such as Peppa Pig, Shopkeeper. Oh boy, Peppa Pig. Why am I not that surprised? But Nogginville takes this immersive practice makes perfect experience a significant step further. We like to call it a little world that helps kids prepare for the big one, says Kane. The look of Nogginville does look very interesting to see how it'll work out when it debuts on early December to see how it goes. Maybe it might be a success for the Noggin app because I have heard on recent years that the Noggin app seems to be in a mixed place compared to what it was back then. But maybe Nogginville can change it. I mean, they decide to add in IPs, third-party series, which is very surprising to see how it'll go, and how it's going to probably change the app. For better or for worse. Anyway guys, what are your thoughts on Nogginville? Do you think it might be a promising thing for the block? Or it might be a blunder, as it couldn't really compete with other open world games that it might work if it can be done right. Who knows? Anyway guys, this is Kawaii Life Antonio, signing off. Peace.